Yo, what is up, folks? MTG here. A couple of days now to Pioneer Masters drops, but one pretty exciting deck that I thought I'd like to feature is Blueback Demons. And you've got hey, here are your Archfiend of the Dross. We've got Unholy Annex up here. We've got the Blade of the Onis here. But this version of the deck's a little bit different. We're playing blue-black, and normally you see this paired with green for the acceleration. Maybe you see it paired with red for Fable, or the traditional Rakdos mid-range shell with a demon package. But we're actually taking this from a combo angle. So, Archfiend of the Dross, 2 black for 6/6, enter with foil oil counters on it. Beginning of your upkeep, remove an oil counter from it. Then, if it has no oil counters on it, you lose the game. And this combo has been around in the format for quite a while. It's kind of flying under the radar. With the new demon support, so I try it again. Metamorphic Alteration is the other piece of the combo. 1 in a blue enchantment aura. Enchant creature. As Metamorphic Alteration enters, choose a creature. Enchanted creature is a copy of the chosen creature. So what we're actually trying to do here is put Metamorphic Alteration on one of our opponent's creatures to give them an Archfiend. They then have an Archfiend with their counters on. We pass the turn. In their upkeep, they lose the game. That is the game plan. Around that, we do have our Deal Demon package in a pretty nice blue-black shell. And so down at 1, we've got Thoughtseize Fatal Push, the best black spells in the format. We've got Consider to help us kind of smooth our draws, help find the combo. Spell Pierce to protect it, and also have some interaction with some of the unfair decks in the format. We have Anoint with the Affliction with some Go for the Throats as extra removal, as well as Drown in the Lock as a bit of a flex spell to either counter or destroy stuff. The copies of Blade of the Oni to interact with the demon stuff, alongside some Archfiends and the Unholy Annexes themselves, which is a huge card advantage engine for the deck and gives you a really awesome other angle to play. Blade being a 2-mana demon that later on you can reconfigure and do other stuff with is quite nice. And then Unstoppable Slasher here as a 3-drop that kind of just sits there and it's hey, okay, it blocks everything. It attacks and does a ton of damage, unpressured. It does a lot of damage, especially comboing with Children, which we're only making 1 copy of. But then Archfiend as well has its own ability. Whenever a creature opponent controls dies, it loses 2 life, so you can put a lot of pressure on it quite quickly. But then also the main thing here, Unstoppable Slasher really taxes your opponent's removal, means they have less stuff to interact with you being able to combo with their creatures, and so it's really nice that way too, because it comes back when it dies. Unholy Annex, again, incredible card advantage, but then also more threats here with the demons. And then the mana base, we've got 2 Mutavaults, obviously these are demons as well, but generic blue-black lands with Attack Anima and Otawara. 2 Hive Dive Turrets, normally I split this with a Hall of Storm Giant, but in this case we're playing more creatures than you normally see in the kind of blue-black alteration deck, and so you're trying to be a little bit lowest to the ground in terms of what we can activate. Hall of Storm Giant's it's a lot of mana, and the Exile of Hive is actually quite useful here. And then lastly, there's a castle here, which will unfortunately almost always ends the backfield tapped. We are getting Urborg in Pioneer Masters, so that's really nice. But yeah, it looks really, really sweet. Going to take this into some best of 1 ranked matches. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. I would really, really appreciate it. Have a ton of stuff coming with Pioneer Masters and beyond. And yeah, would really appreciate the support. Let's get into some games. First match with the Demon Alteration Combo deck is pretty exciting and also reasonably well set up. You should have very good interaction for kind of everything. You don't have loads of counter spells versus combo stuff. You have a little bit of disruption. The one worry is drawing the wrong bits of the deck at the wrong times, but this looks solid. We'll go ahead and keep this. Front is on the play. We have double Thoughtseize. If they're playing something really aggressive, then we might get punished for this. Seems okay. We don't have a way to interact with this, so we do want to just Thoughtseize here, I think. Just try and take away a potentially powerful 3-drop from their hand. We'll just start with the Hive. Okay. Greenlight Company. Grimrock's Command. Actually, the Sacrifice Enchantment thing is actually relevant, but I'm kind of tempted to leave this for now. We'd rather stop them having a powerful turn replay. I think I'd rather just take the Kelendarian Traveler, kind of strand them with nothing really that they want to do on turn 2. We have to worry about Company later. We maybe get to take that with the Thoughtseize beforehand. See. If they draw something to play here, yeah, okay, sure. They don't want to pass the Skyclave. Oh, they have a Thalia. That's actually kind of perfect for them, honestly. But hey. We still want to take the Company away. Oh, this actually costs 5 now. Because of Thalia. So maybe we just want to consider here. I think what our curve's going to look like. If we do this turn, next time we can look with Anoint with Affliction on end step. We take some damage in the middle, and then we untap and slam Archfiend. We just want to use this to find a 3rd land, I think. Or a 4th land, really. Rather than Thoughts of the Company. Because there's still 2 lands away from this. We have a bit of time to work with. So if we play the Archfiend, it's likely going to get Skyclave straight away. That's kind of alright. You just want to, at this point, kind of try to buy some time so we can draw to some removal. If we don't hit the 3rd land, that's fine. Okay, so with Dronicus Command and Character Company, we might be able to strand them under their own Thalia here. So if we can present enough threats. Push is nice. We can using this on the Ladder Elf is actually kind of great. And that really denies them access to mana. I'm trying to think if I feel like the mana denial plan later on. They play about 23, 24 lands in this deck. I think like Fatal Push is good regardless of whether killing the elf or not. I think we're happy enough. We draw the land anyway. I'm actually super happy here. It's trying to kind of look to take the punt, killing the elf. I'm gonna cast. I'm just gonna play this on black. And actually, we want to be mana efficient as well. It ends up being that we can anoint instead, if that's okay. Opponent takes some more time here. We'll see what they attack with. They attack with both. If we're thinking about killing the elf anyway, you two here slam this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. No real reason to take extra point of damage. It would be nice to know if they had a third land drop, of course. Hey. Okay, they drew a land or elf. So the option to slam the Archfiend is not great here. Maybe we want to Thought Seize the command away and then look to kill the Anno off. Or kill Thalia at the end of their turn. We're on 12 here. We can cast Thought Seize to see what they have at least. Ooh, extra apparition's actually really tough. We can go kill Elf again. I feel like a pretty dangerous game if we do this. I don't really want to unlock company for them, basically, is the thing. But it feels wrong not to take Skyclave if we're doing that. So again, I'm looking to Fatal Push the Llanowar Elf. Okay. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this in combat. So if they have joined the land, they're not going to get to use Llanowar for mana. If they drew like Aven Interceptor or something like that. Alright, sure. So I'm going to get 8 here. Land number 5. This time I'm just going to play this. We have the option to... Oh, actually, we need to draw a land to play this for the demon. Let's see what happens here. So there's a chance they have like a good answer for it. If they have the land for the... obviously, this works because they've been kind of screwed on lands. But what we've done here from our side is kind of stick to our guns and commit to the line of the mana denial on the Llanowar Elves again and again. But that's partly dictated by them having to access the Collector Company. And if they get to Cast Company and like in the situation if we kill a Thalia, we probably do lose if they draw land here. Or land after. Just we don't have enough answers right away. And with them having like double Skyclave as well. With the potential for to like Coco into more interaction. I'm also slightly bitter. I had a Night the Reliquary Reflector Mage the other day and I'm not recovered. So there's that too. Either we're getting horrifically slow rolled, or they haven't drawn a land and they're stalling us out. Neither, which is great. Don't love it. But it's the world that we live in. Alright, token down. Red zone. And we'll just slam this on the 6 mana mode. Try and close the game out. We definitely, the most embarrassing thing playing this deck is definitely dying to your own Archfiend of the Dross. So try not to do that. We do have the Hive here, so if they don't play another creature, we do have lethal on board. And again, they're locked out of this Dronicus command by their own Thalia. I jump looked at it, but I don't think it's just. I'm not sure what mana values cancel in play actually. Okay, they hit a white source. It means they can Skyclave the Archfiend, or it means they can Jamarcus command. That being said, yeah. So this is going to hit the Archfiend. We can't attack into us. We just go for the 6/6. We're still going to die to our Archfiend. Which is nice. We have go for the throat. We still don't want to go through the Thalia. We're at 8, but I'm pretty happy just running this back out. We go make a demon. And even though we didn't draw into the combo bit, like you've hopefully okay here. You can make a sacrifice one of the annexes, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think. Counter fight, so you can counter fight here, but that's not doing enough still. I'm going to block. Oh, this is bad. This lets them cast Card to Company. I should have thought about that a little bit more. I think our best bet. The thing that kind of the saving grace here is that Skyclave Apparition cannot exile these demons because they are tokens. This has to be a non-token permanent. We'll see how it goes. We have go for the throat as well though. There's a 1 flying block here. We'll kill the Archon in case any weird shenanigans. Then we should just be able to flip over one of these annexes for lethal. Yeah, that was a mistake on my part. I could have been doomed. But hey, GG's. Alright, so far so good. Different hand, combat stuff. Depends on the player on the draw. This is totally reasonable. You've got creature interaction. Like in a couple of days we have to start worrying about what if they're playing I think I'm just gonna like one taps. Okay. We have the lands for the cast to end up and untap later, so it's kind of fine. I'll play this. If they go like Ledger Shredder, I want to push it. Okay. Play hand. Let's say I need to start worrying about Lotus Field in a few days. But no. To be fair, if you're playing Lotus Field in Arena, then more power to you. I thought so. Looking for like things like Cruise or like big enablers. We're going to Spell Pierce. That's kind of fine as well. Shocking this lets us come in later. I like play this tapped. I'm just gonna do this. Not reveal the blue cards. Okay, it's the talent version of the deck. There's a couple of different versions of Izzet Phoenix, and there'll be even more actually, because soon we're gonna get soon we will have Temporal Trespass on Arena as well. I mean, the Oni is very likely to die, but it's kind of likely to die at any point in the game. I don't necessarily want to play it out now though. I think if they want to kill it on art, yeah, I think I'm gonna not play it out. Just it gives them a way to activate their creature removal, which lets them kind of like start chaining through their deck. The idea here, Artist Talent lets you like discard and draw when you're casting through your spells. So here, letting them like discard things like Fire Impulse, which they should be able to fire off and trigger on our turn, that forces them to play a bit more on our terms, and maybe not have as much time going through the deck. So here we can just go like, oh, let's just slam Unholy Annex, and have some tap stuff. Then next time we can look to like Demon Plus. If this gets Spell Pierce, it's not the end of the world. But they normally only play 2 copies. It's just okay. It looks like they've seen both of them. I guess the other thing to bear in mind is that Artist Talent kind of is. It's not like if you're using spells to trigger it that aren't doing anything else, you're not doing tons. We do see a Phoenix in the graveyard. And we see a Treasure Cruise off of the Pit-Up Prankster, which is tough. But hey. We'll probably see that to lose with. The idea with the artist talent version of the deck is to really go, like, drop this out as fast as possible, start filling up your graveyard, and then put together some big turns. Ooh, they had another one to discard off the Treasure Cruise as well. And obviously they've got a million cards in hand. Yeah, it was like play the channel out, the annex out, or play like Oni and go for the throne. Again, like ideally we get the annex to play that turn and then this get into play. So even if they to at least try and if they spend this time bring back Phoenixes, to at least get a trigger on this. That'd be kind of okay, and we're getting something out of it at least. Rather than just dying to remove itself straight away. Also, like the danger of I wonder. Oh, that's a third Phoenix. We don't lost anything this turn, so we can't push one either. So the only plus go for the right player might have been decent. That is a full set of Phoenixes coming back from the yard. That is a tough one. We're gonna go to 8 here. That's tough. Now we have our spell pierce, which is a little bit late. So I'm playing this out because if they kill it, then we can kill 2 Phoenixes. If they can't, then we're just dead. I'm just like trying to do anything to make them kill this now. But they have no reason to interact. We are just dead, unfortunately. Alright. Fair enough. Bit of a tough one there. Phoenix can be a bit of a rough matchup anyway, just in terms of them having stuff into play to combo with. But also them having like the back-to-back spell pierces in kind of critical situations. It's tough, especially when we didn't have any early pressure ourselves. Attacks. We can't we'll keep this. We can't just run the Oni out, so we'll guaranteed die. We need something like if we had like Slasher on turn 3, this at least if it dies is coming back, and also requires spell mastery to kill with Fire Impulse. Whereas hey. Could be blue white, but could be some kind of like mono white Nyctos deck. That'd be kind of interesting. We want a second black source. I want to leave our options open. I'll play one of the blades out. And we have like a 2-3-4 curve here, which is like pretty solid depending on what our opponent does. The one thing is we don't have, oh, okay. Kind of cooking. That could be a couple of different things, including like a Doomscar, which would be pretty bad if we get Wrath here. But to kind of mitigate that, I think I'm just going to run out Slasher. And so at least we get something back. So we have to progress our board a little bit, even if this is going to be a bit slow when it comes back. But then for that, I think they need one white, I think. You foretold it? Oh. Double Sunken Citadel might slow them down a little too. I don't necessarily want to run Shieldred into this. A lot of pressure though. The Thoughtseize first, see what's up. What we got going on? Oh, it's like Lotus field control. Oh golly. That maybe is a Doomscar. What are you doing? Yeah, because something that works well with Thespian Stage. Why am I most afraid of it? None of these actually answer creatures. Probably like the Wandering Emperor. Farewell is dangerous later on, but this could also be the just like the Foretell draw spell. And if it is, we definitely want to run another threat out here. I'm just gonna Cycle Shot Typhoon with no value. That's okay. Like in hindsight, wouldn't have been that bad to make the Shieldred. But we still don't really know if this is a Wrath or not. This will cut them to 6. We have the Hive. There's also maybe a reconfigure angle. I'm gonna cast this. Kind of be like, hey, have a Wrath. One removal spell won't do it. We do have a Doomscar. The Slasher will come back. If we draw a land here. Okay, we didn't. We still have to go Shieldred. Still puts them under a lot of pressure. We're still drawing towards land for Hive the Tyrant. Obviously, like, poor doesn't help them here. They're a long way from the 6 for farewell. Hopefully, got this fairly well set up. With 3 lands, I think we kind of have to go for lethal. We have a spell pierce as well, to be fair. We've got a bit of defense. Okay. That's tricky. They want to be efficient, but doing it on our turn might have been better. Anyway, nice. Pretty quick win there versus blue-white. Yeah, I look like blue-white field, for sure, with the Teferis and the Poirot pages. Metamorphic Alteration in this hand is nice, and we're on the play. Might have to use this considered final hand, but hopefully we get to showcase the combo at least one game. Would be sweet. As we've not seen it yet. We'll take the Hive. Let's not be picky. We find another consider bonus. There are times when you use Metamorphic Alteration as like not a combo thing. Can be pretty interesting to turn your opponent's stuff into other stuff, or your other stuff into other stuff. But hey. Oh. You don't like leaving this in play, for sure. I'd rather start looking for removal, honestly. Because I don't know how well a Slasher will be able to stabilize by itself. Is my only thing. I'm still going to try. I will play one of these out. We'll see how that goes. The funny, I guess one funny thing with Alteration Combo is it was kind of discovered, but I think there was like one thing, I think it was legal on Arena, but you couldn't play it on Magic Online because Metamorphic Alteration was bugged with new things. What we're going to see here is some pump spells as a scamp. Inside Out is particularly bad for us because it means they get a manifest off the top of the library. And what ends up happening is we actually take the damage from the Coffee Scamp anyway. We're actually going to get 2 manifests. And this dies other damage because it's power to target player. We at least have Fatal Push here, but yeah. Okay. We get a tap 2/3, and they get 2 2/2s. They get to kind of like filter through these as well, so it could even be something good. It's the problem. Alright, double push is good though. 13. I don't necessarily want to let these untap. The thing is, if they're Scamp or Mouse, they can flip them now. I'm going to pass back. We're into some dangers. That is fun for the time being. They don't have any ways, like the red-green, like a red-green deck can be more worried about some interaction to start like interrupt these. But here that's okay, especially given that they flipped Soul Scar Mage. This itself is not too bad. I'll put a Fatal Push at the Soul Scar Mage. What else we got? Maybe, but worth pointing it here. I want them to like cast 1 spell before we try and kill the shot off. Alright. I think I'm going to go for the throat here, just be mana efficient. One more turn until this properly untaps. Now we had a Thoughtseize, we're on 13. We had a Demon, but no, we're just going to run the Slasher out. Again, like, just like shots off the top here, it's starting to become a bit more dangerous. But taking the opportunity to get us down. We will block into the Swift Bear if we're given the opportunity to. What happened? The double. We expect this to die, but we have to tank it otherwise. A Slash are one of the few creatures in the format that can actually block right now. A lot of them can't really. Ooh, interesting. Okay. They're opting not to kill our Slasher, but to maximize damage on our face. Here. Which means we get both of these. And we have Archfiend now. Let's lose half rather than... I'm being a little careful. I'll tackle one of these. The second one, not making a huge difference on the clock, but also doing us a few favors. Okay, Soulscar Mage. Dangerous. I can't use my mana, this is the problem here. If we take, what, 3? 6? I'm gonna try and push the Scamp. Gives them the opportunity to use a pump. Okay. Turn is probably the worst thing for us, but not having the damage pump on our turn is good still. Even if we go to 5 for it. This was risky because of this, but so that's another thing. We could have actually used Metamorphic Alteration if we didn't draw a land here to turn the Scamp into another creature. We're at 5. This is so tricky. Alright. Maybe should have just held it. I was hoping to draw a land, obviously, to Archfiend into play. We'll do... do this. We have Drown, which you can just use to counter here, depending on what they have. Right, we're a wee bit worried. Infuriated there is interesting because it would have been lethal otherwise. I missed something. I'm gonna try and kill Suspect. In theory, if this isn't really dangerous, I can flip face up. These will trade. This one will come back later. It was a play with fire, okay. We hit land. I'll cast Archfiend. We gotta try and close this out. We've got to hope this was like a non-summoning set creature, or like a non-haste creature, and then we could alteration. That'd be good. Last match here. That was a close one with red. Interesting decision on like killing the Scamp at a turn. Doing that while they only have 1 card in hand, and then that'll then frees us up to be able to block fine. I think it's okay. We're going to keep this. Again, we've not seen the comp. Like, we would have actually comboed that game if they'd like drawn a creature in the end. Oh, golly. This isn't what I want to see. I'm going to cast this Lotus. We're going to try and isolate them from creatures, take them out. I will take the Swiss Spear. Fine. Did your Swiss Spear. That's less fine. In terms of pump spells, we saw Titan Strength. This is obviously very, very dangerous. They also have the Carousel Sword. If we take the Titan Strength, they then like it's the Challenger. So I think the correct thing to do here is take the Challenger, but then they're going like Strength here. They can then that's lethal, right? Because they go Strength, Strength, 6, 8, 9. It's pretty close to lethal. But if we don't do anything, we... yeah, I think if we cast the Thoughts, we are dead. Alrighty. We're going to try and consider into a fail push and see what they do. Leyline is a fun card. It's not super consistent in Pioneers, it doesn't get played there often, but we'll see what else. I'm gonna still tell her show off. One card in the graveyard here. This is a good time to take the Titan Strength. Not perfect, but it's then it lets us our drown do something. The problem is if they top deck any more stuff, we're in huge trouble. Specifically as well, they can actually counter ourselves for 2 creatures here. But yeah, see. Yeah, land, Challenger. Leaving the Slick Shot back is smart. We didn't see a land, did we? No. Oh, we kind of have to drown this. Again, Slick Shot's still there. But we're trying to get as much time as possible. And it's currently 1 unknown card. Okay, let's make an Archfiend. See what goes on. The Carousel Sword at least requires some other stuff to happen before we die. Firefly Hero does help with that. Let's see what happens. Like 1 pump spell plus Heartfire Hero will do it. To be fair. We're on 13. I think we have to try and close out, right? Yeah, I think our way to victory here is to attack, make demon off the ritual, and then threaten, flip this, attack for lethal. I hope we don't die this time. They drew him out, which is good for us. Yep, they do just Idolist. Nice. Well, we didn't see the combo, but solid performance from the deck anyway. We kind of saw the combo. Kind of. Maybe one more. Right, we're 4-1 with the deck, but without a combo kill. So, playing one more game, see if we can find one. We were close. I'm just going to leave with Swamp Pit because we got the Fatal Push. And we're playing with Control. Unlikely, I'll be honest with you, to get a combo kill versus blue-white. And by unlikely, I mean close to impossible. Not actually impossible, but like very, very unlikely. Show blue cards? No, I don't think I will. Like as long as possible. And maybe this Mute Vault attack at some point. Without an early annex, this might be tough. I'm gonna be honest with you. Looks like they have a No More Lies at the ready already. So we're just gonna play our game. Tempting to attack it. Okay, this looks like to be again the like Lotus Field version of the deck. Generally, to be honest, that's the only version that plays Irrigate Farmland. But I don't see Farmland that often outside of like the Yorion builds. They're kind of interesting. Consider. I'll take those. We'll keep hold of that. So we can use that to kind of help force something through later on. Okay. Backup Thoughtseize. Sure. Let's like start working in attack through removal. Yeah, they're still impulsing. They don't care about the Mute Vault. To be fair, Proctor. We get an opportunity to. I like to push this. Still gonna get countered. Yeah, this is gonna happen regardless. To be fair, maybe we don't want to push the Proctor. Maybe that's the secret. So the it means we pay more for the Archfiend for the. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna thought he's here because I really want to avoid getting to ferried. They have approach as well. Let's get rid of this. 17 is like approach. Can they approach this turn? 3, 4, 7. Yeah. They don't know what the hidden card is. But likely again to be a Doomscar. I don't want to just send it into this. Again, this provides a win condition. It also does cause the apparition, the alteration to cost 2 more to activate its ability, but that's kind of a price I'm willing to take. I guess this is not the draw spell because I would have cast it. I mean, yeah, we can do both these. Need to be really careful tapping for manlands manually on Arena. I'm gonna exile the approach. Just in case shenanigans. What a weird game. Yeah, the manlands are immune to the right there. We've gone land again. We've gone land again. We'll animate this. Oh, whoopsie. Go into the red zone. May as well exile the Teferi. Again, we want lands in place so we can try and combat this off. Okay, they've gone land. We'll do this. The funny one, so I can give a combo kill what's in the game. Actually, this is maybe a mistake. Well, it's a mistake in terms of wanting to combo them, because this actually says that they should cast the Farewell, because it slows the clock down. But hey, who knows what the mystery card is? I'm assuming I'll land because they're acting differently. Ah, I see. We'll take one on the off chance they're not blowing the board up. Because maybe they're not. They are not. Ooh, okay, sure. I'm getting time walks instead. That's fair. Discontinuity, very sweet card. I have like a Lotus Field turns deck for like Timeless I made a few videos with. That plays like it's like taking turns but with like stifle and pattern negation with one ring to like stifle your own ring triggers and pat triggers. You play it discontinue in that. Because you also stifle your Lotus Field. Ugh. I wanted to avoid this, but it's here. The Ferry is a lot of card advantage. Alright. Let's see what goes on. I think this is going to make me use cardboard. But they're on 7. Given that they're on 7... Alright. I know I said that I would like to combo, however... let's try and find a kill here. They can have discontinuity again. Let's go... Animate. Let's make the leaf... Oh, okay. They don't have it. Alright, I give up. The combo's cool. I promise. We just have not seen it today. Not together anyway. Alright, we spent an extra game trying to get the combo there, but no avail. We did manage to win anyway, though. 5-1 record with the deck. One of those games we basically kind of had an Archfiend in play with an alteration in hand. We just had our opponent dead on board. So we could count that, I guess. But this is like a second video in like a week where I've been like, oh, I've run out of time before I can actually like win a game with a combo. Which is funny. I put out a video with like Storm Herald combo in like Boros Auras, and we just killed them with the Boros Auras bit of the deck again and again and again. Never got to see the actual Storm Herald. What's up bit? Storm Herald deck combo. Sorry. Storm Herald combo is actually going to be like fully complete soon, with Pioneer Masters in a couple of days, and so I'll probably play that again sometime soon. And this is super sweet as well. There's a bunch of different ways you can build it. Like previously, the kind of quote unquote, you can't go a meta build because it wasn't like really meta. But the way to build that was to like dig through time and stuff with like more cantrips, and like really honing on like just the Archfiends and alterations with maybe a couple of other win conditions. But the demon package like Unholy Annex seems really solid. And this combo win condition, what doesn't necessarily seem great in the games we played here, versus more mid-range stuff, versus things like Enigmatic Incarnation, versus things like Ramp, really good. Where sometimes you would struggle to find the damage to kill the Ramp deck in time, playing like a traditional like Rakdos version of the deck. Yeah, super sweet deck still. Hope you enjoyed, and let me know what you think about it. If you're not already, again, please do subscribe to the channel, share the video around. Would really appreciate it. All that algorithm stuff helps me out a ton. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Pioneer Masters next week, or in a couple of days' time maybe. And yeah, very excited. Thanks for watching. Peace out.